Would you like to follow the cliff or join the old road?
Zoom out on the map a little bit. So I'm assuming we need to get to... Well, let's assume first we gotta find Shatterack.
God, you little bastard.
So where on this map are we ultimately trying to get to?
We want to get here.
To the
Mampang is there.
I see it.
Or this is Tinpang, the city that's near Mampang. So...
I see. So the goal is the top right as usual.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I guess we will follow it from the way it looks. Zoom back out again. It looks like we have to go north, and then east, and then south, and then east again, and then go up.
It looks like there's a route here that you can go down into this valley.
Uh-huh.
You can get the road up here, and blah, 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 and then...
But
looks like the only way over here is across, like, this bridge right here.
Yeah, we do need to find the Seven Serpents.
Correct.
So, that is, while we could beeline all the way to the end of this location... If the Seven Serpents get there, I'm assuming that the next story will be significantly harder as the Archmage is like, Lamau, you activated my trap card.
You absolute fool, you child.
Yeah. You come into my house and tell me how to arrange my furniture.
You clod.
Divine Skeleton Death Blast.
Alright, what do we got?
We will continue on the old road.
Join the old road.
Follow the old road.
You leave the shout of the cliff for the road that cuts across the plain, and as the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise. From here, the path is uncertain. Badubak is a wasteland, and there is no pass through the great ridge that forms its eastern border.
That's an interesting name, the Forest of Snata.
Mm-hmm.
The Zanzanu peaks in Mampang seem remote.
They seem impossibly far away, and yet a way must be found. When the Archmage sent his birdmen to steal the Crown of Kings, they flew, but you must walk. There is no alternative. The future of the old world depends on you finding your way across this lonely dust bowl. And now we have all sorts of places we can go.
All right.
We go to the Marked Cliff, along the road, the Blasted Tree, north, or Strike Out.
Okay. So I'm guessing that the Blasted Tree and the Marked Cliff are the only noticeable landmarks we can see.
Yeah. That you can reach from here.
Let us head towards the Blasted Tree.
I knew you'd pick that one. You leave the road and walk across the desolate plain. As the sun climbs towards its zenith, the winds pick up. After a while of walking, you see something to break the monotony. Too tall and thin for a skewer of rock or a building. You cannot place it until you get close. It is a single tree, leafless and dead, tilting from the desolate soil.
Look up at the tree.
The tree must be the last remnant of an ancient forest, though why this particular trunk has survived when all the others fell is not clear. And that is not all. A rope ladder hangs from one of the higher branches of the tree.
Interesting. Climb the rope ladder.
You scramble up the rope ladder to get a view across the lands, but the branches seem to be alive, twisting and bending as you climb. They are closing in around you like a trap.
Oh, goodness. Untie the ladder.
Mm-hmm. The knots holding the ladder to the branch are thick with age, but you manage to work them free. The branch underneath seems to lift in relief as it is removed. A moment later, another branch draws backwards behind you and releases, knocking you painfully to the ground. For a moment, you hear a sound almost like a laugh.
Who's there?
Stop. You demand. Stranger! The voice is faint, yet echoing. Stranger!
Look for the speaker.
You look around, behind the tree, over your shoulder, but the endless plain stretches away in all directions. There is no one in sight.
What spells have we got?
Do you want up, Mr. Cat? As usual, do you want up? We have Hot and How. We have Tell, which is free because we have the skull cap. Sus, I'd imagine. Hot, How, Sus, and Tell.
What was How again? I forgot. Does that just tell you where to go? Oh, safe passage. Try to do Tell.
Okay. Not Fireball.
Fireball!
Burn the damn tree down! You cast a spell, pulling on the cloth skull cap as you do. You reach out with your mind. But what you find is not what you expect. There are no humans or even any creatures in the vicinity. Instead, there is an intelligence. Something heavy and dark and thick, with thoughts like ancient oil.
Listen.
You stay silent and listen. You hear slow murmuring thoughts echoing backwards and forwards as though they were being whispered at the end of a long, long tunnel. But if there are words, they are in a language you do not know.
Talk to the mind.
Because the hand ain't listening. You reach out further, trying to connect with this strange other presence. You seem to make no progress, and then the spell fades and you open your eyes to find yourself staring another pair, formed of by the curved twigs of the tree itself. This weird sentence. Staring another pair formed of by the curved twigs of the tree itself. Stranger, the tree face declares wistfully, you are lost.
What makes you say I am lost?
All who enter this place are lost, the face replies sadly. This is a land accursed. Every soul within is lost.
Will you aid me?
Cat, you've been outside, you had plenty of treats. Knock it off. The branches flutter and break in a sudden gust of wind, the face disappearing for a moment. You seek the whereabouts of Shadrach of Badubak, the face declares.
Who is he?
You ask. Shadrach is a hermit and a wise man, one of the kindest to ever live in these wastes. The tree whispers and mutters for a moment, entertained by something it does not share.
How do you know this?
You demand. The branches flutter and wave. The tree is laughing. I know Shadrach very well, it replies, still chuckling to itself. I have known him for a very long time.
He's Shadrach.
Why, yes, I know him. He's me.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's the Obi-Wan. I know him.
Yeah.
It's me, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Why do you laugh?
You ask. Ah, sighs the tree. Find Shadrach, and perhaps he will understand for yourself. He awaits you at Fishtail Rock. Another, stronger breeze catches the branches and disturbs them, and when they settle, the face has disappeared.
Well, I guess we will walk on.
You walk away from the shade of the tree.
So, Fishtail Rock.
Well, the only rock around here is this one right here.
Yeah. So, what are our movement options?
Well, north, east along the road, across the plains, or back towards the cliff.
Let's go east along the road, then.
You walk on across the plain until you meet the edge of an old road. The sun has reached its highest point now. Out of the shade, the air is baking hot. The road snakes across the Dust Bowl. In the near distance, you make out something through the haze. Not a tower, but a spire of rock. It seems to flicker strangely. From behind you, a voice says, "Excuse me."
Turn around.
You turn around to find the road deserted. There's no one in sight in any direction.
Where are you?
You call, half expecting Flanker to materialize up from the dust to greet you. There is no reply. The cold wind whistles around you. Cat, please don't step on the reset button, you little bastard. There is no reply. The cold wind whistles around you. The plains feel suddenly far emptier than a moment before. You continue along the ghost road.
Spooky ghost.
So we can go down to the marked cliff. Cat, will you get off the keyboard?
And now we're panning north?
Because he was on the keyboard.
Yeah, I know.
He's a little goofy boy. So we can go back to the tree. We can go back along the road, go to the marked cliff, or we can head east.
I'm kind of interested to know what's on the cliff. Yeah, let's check the marked cliff. I'm a sucker for side quests, I'm sorry.
You follow the ancient road back to the edge of the cliff. Heat beats down from an empty sky. There is no way up the cliff face from here.
Look up at the cliff face.
The cliff face is covered with pockmarks and raised lumps, as though it was once ornately carved, but now nothing remains. You look back northwards.
Oh, so... And the cat got you again. I can immediately tell.
I need you to freaking go chill out for a bit, alright? Go out after we're done here.
I mean, if you need to take a cat break to pop him out.
I took a break before we started this, and he's just like, no. Now is the day where I want all the attention. Anyway, we can go to the road west, back to the tree, north, or to this junction here.
Junction.
The road leads away from the shadow of the cliff. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon. The road forks here, with the main path snaking up the mountainside to the east. Rocks have tumbled down the slope and all but covered the road.
Look east.
You cast your gaze east towards the towering Badubak Ridge. The main peak is lost in haze, at the end of the long, winding road that climbs the slope.
Look north.
Looking north, the road winds along the rocky edges of the foothills. A particularly impressive stone stupa stands out a little way along. Stones shift and moved underfoot as you walk.
Alright. Head to... What does that say? Just north?
North,
yeah.
Mountain path, back west, or the cliff base again.
Let us go north. I want to check out that rock there.
The ground underfoot turns into rocks and scree. The sun is sinking and the sky turning bruised purple. It will be night soon again already. You pause to rest in the shadow of a large rock spire that sticks from the dirt like a claw through cloth.
Look at the rock.
The rock is a single shattered spire, perhaps once part of the mountain range to the east, or perhaps driven up through the ground by some geological quirk. At the base of the rock is the mouth of a cave.
I'd say look inside the cave, but also I want to see what spells we got. As I do.
Always good to know what spells we have.
Always good to know.
We have... Res.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know we even had that.
How and Hot. Sun and Sus.
I guess go look towards the cave? Well, what is the one that starts with the K?
We don't have one.
Then why the heck was it there? Interesting. Alright, yeah, I guess look inside the cave.
You approach the cave with one hand on your blade. The cave appears to go back some distance into pitch blackness. Someone seems to have scratched a message into the rock inside the cave that's only just less legible and must be ancient.
Read the scratched message.
Okay. In the thin sunlight falling into the cave, you can make out the ancient scratched message with some difficulty. Stranger, I am waiting, very long ago, summon you, call my name to the skies, and I will, Adra.
Try calling out a name.
The message on the cave wall suggested calling out a name, but what name should you call?
Shadrach.
You cry the name across the plains, and the echo of it seems to set off a distant avalanche. The ground begins to shake and rumble, and you stagger to your knees. The very earth is moving, as though it was splitting or merging back together. You reach down to steady yourself, only to find that grass is growing between your fingers. You pick yourself unsteadily to your feet, feeling sick and unwell. Everything around you is the same, but everything is different. The rock has 2 spires, for one thing. The cave seems smaller and darker, and in a fire pit built into the scrub at its mouth, a fire is burning. From inside you hear the gentle sound of singing.
Listen to the singing.
You stop and listen. The singer is a man with a voice like gravel moving over ice. He sings in a language you do not recognize, but the melody seems to soothe your soul. You got some stamina back.
Huh. Approach the fire.
You approach the fire.
Call out for Shadrach.
You cry, I am here! The singing stops abruptly. There is a coughing and wheezing sound, and then an old man hobbles out from the cave limping on a stick. This must be Shadrach himself, but you recognize the face as that of the tree spirit you met earlier. Ah, it's you, he declares, speaking thickly through his beard. I have been expecting you. He waves a hand around the landscape. Welcome back.
Welcome back?
Just so. You have come a long, long way, my Analander friend. He smiles. I know your mission, of course. I know all about you. And you know about me, I hope. My name is Shadrach.
Show him the eagle's message.
You pull your message from their pack.
I was given this.
You explain.
It mentions you.
He scans it and looks up. Your diviners are most impressive. Or perhaps our meeting has simply been remembered. Yes, that is more likely. Then his eyes narrow as he reads on. 7 serpents. Yes, but now I see why they have sent you to me.
Can you help?
That depends in some ways, he nods slowly, thinking. I know you journey here from Kare. Tell me, how fares that city?
It stands still.
Shadrach nods deeply. I watched an army of marsh goblins scale the cliffs armed with swords and axes, he says. There should be smoke rising at the horizon, but I see no such thing. He grabs a handful of dry grass from the ground and tosses it into the fire pit, where it blazes for a moment into flame. He appears to change topic. I must warn you that no one from Analander has ever crossed the Backlands alone and survived.
I am told the land is cursed.
Indeed it is, he answers. The very rocks and earth here are lost. Things become unstuck. And now you have become unstuck yourself.
I do not understand.
He demonstrates with his fingers as he speaks, twisting them together. The old world and the ancient world have grown together like thorny bushes. To journey through one is to journey through the other.
The ancient world?
You ask, looking about yourself at the fields of grass that have appeared to replace the desert. Ishtara, that place that was my home. Shadrach bows his head. You are most welcome. Oh, God, you little bastard! Unexpectedly, Shadrach stumbles. He smiles at you weakly.
Are you unwell?
You ask. This whole land is unwell, he replies. I will not be able to stay for very long, he gasps suddenly. Please, ask me what you need to know, and then leave.
How did this curse come to be?
I do not know. I think the Archmage wishes us all to be forgotten, and so we have been forgotten, or will be forgotten. Not long now, and then all you see will be gone. Only timeless desolation will remain.
But why?
You demand. Because of you. Archmage punished this whole land to make a trap to kill you, before you could kill him. He is a dangerous enemy, and he is quite desperate.
How does he know of me?
Shadrach shakes his head. I do not know that, but the Archmage is the most powerful sorcerer the land has ever seen. Shadrach is shivering slightly now. His face is pale behind the ruddy beard.
Can the curse on the land be lifted?
You ask. I do not know, he gestures around the quiet rocks and the grassland beyond. For me it has not been cast yet, but few curses I have ever seen are forever. Shadrach coughs and shivers. Friend, he murmurs, I wish I did not have to go, but I must, if I am to close the circle. He gets his stick and pushes himself up to his feet.
But I have much to ask you.
Shadrach nods. We will meet again. We have already met, I think. He waves a hand at his cave. I have left one more thing for you in there. Travel well, and remember when you walk through the fields of Ishtara, you are safe from the serpents. But if you do not return to your own time, you will never defeat them.
Ooh. How can I travel between these lands?
Look to the beacons, he answers cryptically. If any have survived into your time, they will hold a little of our ancient light still. There is one to the north of here, at least, by the river. Go there. Reaching over, he places his hands on either side of your head, and you feel a great lightness entering your body. That done, he turns and stamps away across the grass. Now we are fully healed.
Let him go.
He leaves, heading west across the plains and fading into the hazy dust that hangs in the air. You muse on what you have seen, and it seems there is more to the Backlands than there first appeared. No, that's right there. I'm brain dead. You are left alone by the cave mouth once more.
Look inside the cave.
You look inside the cave again, and this time find a strange horn hanging from a hook on the wall. It is ornately carved from a strange twisting shell with a hide of leather. It is a gale horn, one of very few in existence. You lift it down with great care.
Look around the plain.
You pause to look around the plain. Thin scrub grass stretches away north and west. To the east, the mountains are gleaming in the afternoon sun. The whole world seems to have come alive around. But surely this magic cannot last.
Ba.
Oh, we're also the gorilla now.
Yeah, I noticed that. What does Monkey do?
King of the Great Apes, creature of honor and good faith, who accepts both in danger and misfortune as traveling companions without hesitation. I can't do anything for you right now.
Well, yeah, I didn't think he could, but I was just interested in what he did. I'm not sure if we should eat something or move on.
We've already eaten something today.
Today. I don't know why it keeps saying, do you want to eat more? And yeah, I think we're fine.
Just eat your food, fatty.
Just get fat. Okay, yeah, we'll move on. We're good.
You make your way back to the old road that runs past the rock. To the north, you catch a glimpse of the tower Shadrach mentioned, covered in green ivy. West, you notice a young tree that surely wasn't there before. I think we'll leave off there for next time on Character Select, Mal.
Next time,
Where we continue our
Character Select Z.
Timey Wimey adventures.
Yeah. I know you had said earlier, it's like, oh, sorcery, like, because I'd said, oh, God, I hate timey-wimey stuff, it's such a pain in the ass, and you're like, oh, boy.
We're gonna have so much fun, Mal.
You're gonna love it.
Yep. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you all join us again next time for some more sorcery adventure.
Bye-bye.
Bye!